And welcome to Friday's Intention. And yes, I'm wearing a onesie. I am still having a bit of a rough time, energetically, emotionally. I don't know what's happening. That's okay. Get through it. But in the meantime, I'm really grateful to have this practice. It really brings me back to center and helps me be anchored in all this whirlwind storm that's happening around us right now in the world, with the energy and the emotions and the just everything. So much in upheaval right now. And so I'm looking forward to this today to ground me and bring me back to my inner truth, where everything is as it should be. And I can distinguish what is mine and what is collective. And so get you to find a place for about 30 minutes or so to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed as we do this inwards journey. So go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start the practice, as always, with a few deep, slow breaths. So take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. You can do without them for about 30 minutes. And for the next breath, I want you to fill up as full as you can. Start with your lower tummy, then your upper abdomen, and then expand your lower rib cage out towards your back. Really fill up with a huge breath of life. And this time when you exhale, I want you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And we'll enlist the help of our visualization for the next breath. We're going to breathe light directly into our hearts and then exhale light directly from our hearts. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure we're good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are our most wonderful, loyal servants, always wanting to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And now, if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And then we move into the ankles, shins, calves, and knees, and everything relaxes. Each body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to just let revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation. Just go back to that original blueprint. In total balance and perfection. And move to the upper legs, the hips, the buttocks, the pelvic area. Feel everything loosen. Go into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we're going to pop up to the skin of the scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything you find there, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Then we move into the jaw. We allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles melting into a pool of perfect relaxation. And then we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch right now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for now. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're moving so fast usually. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us with this. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see the sun as the element of fire. Fire is a wonderful element, for it burns up everything that we no longer need, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And then we'll call on the element of water, also a wonderful element, as water naturally retains memories, so it's great for dealing with thought. Maybe you can envision yourself standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against you. And you can feel the current pull out everything that no longer serves you, all the negative patternings that you might have, any old traumas, anything that you wish to release. And you can watch and observe as they float downstream. And we'll enlist the element of air, ask the wind or the breeze to come past our skin. Its specialty is to pull out our stories, our egos, leaving nothing behind but shining truth. And then finally, we'll call in the element of earth with its magnetic properties to pull and stick to it any heaviness or baggage that we still need to let go of. We can trust the earth to transform these energies into something higher vibrational, something akin to a plant seed sprouting into new life. Now, sometimes our thoughts take us away on these wild rides, kidnap us in a way. And this is normal and natural. We all go through this. What I'd like you to do is just recognize as soon as you can, when you're in that situation, you're off on a tangent somewhere, as soon as you realize it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, what you're doing, back to your breath. And eventually, the more you do this, the less likely that those thoughts are going to be able to drag you away from your present moment. You'll be able to stay in that perfection and peace more often. And now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as you touch down on each step. Feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit. Brilliant beams of yellow golden light spill out everywhere. It's so beautiful. And see yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical bodies that we're used to, and experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. What it really is total connection. That's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now. Don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe. And they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power as well. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I want you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks, color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body's balanced, your mental body's full of clarity, and your energetic body's filled and complete. We can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now, my DNA, my cells, right down to my atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family in it. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces as well. And then stretch it to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intentions and sending the energy outwards. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has warmth. Everybody has shelter or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comfort. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each also have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we may have felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another person at some point. Or we can go to a memory where we were doing something we were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that we completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day, of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing imaginations and intellects pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already happened. It is done, it has already happened. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm seeing us all at a huge outdoor music festival, everybody rejoicing, all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality and seeing all the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something marvelous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and transform in the atmosphere above us into a higher resonance frequency that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk in the woods with your dog, enjoying the serenity, or you're having a laugh with your buddies somewhere, or you're creating something exciting in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd like you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports you at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd just like to connect with a little gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath, this amazing life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, all the way back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light, healing, love, energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I want you to take this entire reality that you've just created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. We're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Build that up, that energy, and let it go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. You can just feel those concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing our world in a beautiful energy of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. I'm going to come back into our bodies proper now and maybe shift your limbs around a little bit to really come back in. And then when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can do it on demand, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't even have to work at this anymore. We just become natural, walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitude. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And do have fun with this and try the single conscious breath of intention wherever you can fit it in your day. You're brushing your teeth or cooking supper or standing in line, whatever you're doing. And just notice over the next week or two, what kind of shifts might be happening in your life as you engage in this practice. So let you have fun with that, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the next intention.